Hi there, I'm Angella Sharpe, and you already know you're watching STL TV, where you get to experience St. Louis. How about experiencing the National Night Out? Well, I have two lovely ladies here to tell us all about it. Heather Taylor with the Department of Public Safety and Yolanda Bowden with NNS. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so let's talk about National Night Out. Now, Yolanda, I know this is kind of your little passion project that you've been doing for a couple years. How many years?
3. This is my 3rd year.
3rd year. What is National Night Out?
National Night Out is pretty much, it's a night of fun for our city. It involves like all our city departments. Big is the police department. They're trying to bridge those relationships with our citizens, like in a safe space. So they get out, they come out and they can have some conversation with them, get to know the residents at a different call, you know. No violence or anything, just, getting to enjoy one another.
So this is a way for community members to come out, have some fun on their blocks that they're shutting down, meeting their other neighbors, but also meeting and interacting with the police department.
Yes.
And Heather, why is this important?
Oh, it's so much fun, number one. It's amazing, but it's important because you want to have your community involved the police and the community involved with making the city better, making it a safer space for everyone, no matter where you're from. And from my experience, I've done it as a police officer, as a sergeant in North Patrol. I got introduced to it. I knew about it, but I got introduced to it officially from Officer Regina Moore. And she was the community liaison for police officers in the community in the old District 6. This was before the redistricting. And she was amazing at it. The connections with the community, the smiles, and you would go out to these events and everyone welcomed you. And you sat down, sometimes they had barbecue, they had whatever you name it. It was just a nice time, and it was just an opportunity to engage with each other.
I love that. Well, for somebody who maybe wants their community to be a part of it, I know that you've been signing people up, but you're also giving them packets on ideas on how they can make this a great event. What are some of those?
So some of the ideas we have, just like things you can do, like have games, you can do a challenge, like a barbecue cook-off, and pick the winner out of everyone in the party. You can do, what's some other good ideas?
So a lot of times at the events, you'll have just neighbors coming together. Some of the neighbors that don't really know each other. Right. So you'll have these streets blocked off, and some of the neighbors will get the opportunity to interact and come together, whether it's a chili cook-off, whether it's a barbecue, the best barbecue, or whatever it is, just to bring the community together. And it's just an amazing opportunity for cities around the country to have this one day where you bring people from all walks of life, whether you're white, black, whether you're male, female, Democrat, Republican, who cares? Nobody cares. They're coming together just for that moment and to engage. And it's not just the police department. You have the fire department that's out there. The fire department is amazing. You have our EMTs. You have, when they're in between calls to come out to these events. Of course, we have our Neighborhood Stabilization Division where Yolanda is assigned.
That's where I am.
Yeah, and it's a community gathering. You have your elected officials that come out, the aldermen, the committeemen, committee women. They come out and everyone comes together for this moment and try to improve communication and make it a safer area for the people who live there.
A good way for those community members to kind of meet the people that are making some decisions and actually maybe even inputting their own voice into those decisions that might be made down the line.
Yeah.
So what have you heard in your 3 years? Like, it's been so wonderful coming out of National Night Out.
Well, it's the safety of it all there, because it's a big police presence out on National Night Out. So that's a thing. And just people being able to build block units from just meeting their neighbors. A lot of people, like she said, don't know their neighbors. So that's a big thing. And just the relationship building of it all between the citizens and us giving them more information, about things that we provide, services, and places they can call to get extra help.
Well, can we talk about some of those services and things that they can call to get extra help? Let's talk about that right now so they have that information even prior to National Night Out Day.
Okay. So things they're calling about, any city service, you can call CSB for. So our CSRs get those calls. about down wires, about trees down, anything, alleys that are unpassable, bulk pickup, so they call us about everything.
Right.
Yes.
As you want them to.
Yes, we do. We want them to.
And you are seeing that having people kind of be, I don't want to say, but more involved in their own community by calling those things in helps really take that responsibility of elevating the community.
Yes, that's a big deal.
The most important part. And I'm sure that you've heard from police officers and firefighters. What is their big takeaway from National Night Out?
It's fun. I think we are in public safety. You're in a difficult job. It's always go, 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 go. And you have that moment to have a fireman outside in a water balloon fight. It's like, who doesn't like doing that? Or you have some jumping rope. You're just like in the middle of in your uniform. It's difficult, don't get me wrong. Or playing basketball. And just those are the photos that you're likely going to see. Those are things that I remember about National Night Out. And people coming together and talking and having fun, because what we do in public safety, it's, we're in the business of trying to save lives and prevent crime. And that's it's dark. It's a dark,
right.
Thing that you have to do on a daily basis. And so you take these different divisions that come together, and you have elected officials, everyone coming together collectively for these moments for our community. And it's a lot of fun.
So you kind of get to see police officers, firefighters, kind of out of what your mind thinks of them, right? So if they're playing basketball or in a water balloon fight, that kind of gives them more of a human aspect than you normally think about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's super important.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I know National Night Out is in October, but you really want other communities to be signing up. They still have time to do that.
They do. They have until September 10th to register online or by phone or email for me.
Okay, so they can register to do that, and like I said, you're going to help them with some ideas of what they can do, kind of get that going, and you also are blocking off those streets.
We provide street permit, or the streets department provides permits for them to block off their parties at no charge.
At no charge, which is the most important part of that. So it's a National Night Out, they can block off those streets, and they still can sign up all the way until September 10th.
Yep, I'll be there registering until then.
You're going to be there ready to go. And National Night Out is what day?
It is October 3rd, always the second Tuesday of October for the city of St. Louis.
Always the second Tuesday in October, National Night Out Day. I'm assuming both of you will be out somewhere.
Oh, yeah. I'll be out there. I got a few that I visit every year.
It's so many locations, so it's a lot of somewheres, north, south, central. And it's just a lot of fun.
There's some place for anybody to go. And we kind of talked about it. If somebody's watching this, maybe outside of the city themselves, you also encourage them to join some and just kind of take part in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Come out, talk, meet the people who are involved in the city and trying to bring, make sure that everyone's safe. And it's just an amazing time. It's hard to explain unless you've experienced it.
Right,
And
unless you've taken it all in.
It's fun. So.
Well, we have a full-page graphic that we can throw up on the screen for you right now about National Night Out, October the 3rd. Of course, you need to register by September 10th. All the information is right there on your screen. Now, after you register your community for National Night Out, make sure you're following us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. STL TV likes to keep you in the loop so you can experience St. Louis. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you next time.